Hey,
Yeah,
hello.
hello.
Oh. Good morning, grade 10s, and welcome to today's lesson on this wonderful Friday, July 24th, 2020. My name is Mr. Itumelum Kenneth Mohanwe, and I'll be teaching you visual literacy today with a concentrated focus on advertisements, okay, or advertising, whichever way you want to say it, it's fine. And I think it's going to be a wonderful lesson. I hope you guys learn a lot, ask questions, engage. Love that. Okay, let's go. Adverts, right. Um, Advertising. What is advertising, actually? Of course, advertising is a message designed to promote a product or service or idea. Remember, the focus here is on the word promote. We're promoting a product, we're promoting a service, we're promoting an idea. So you are a doctor, you advertising your services as a doctor. You are a medical supplies company, you advertising your medical supplies, you know who you're advertising to, etc. What is your idea? Perhaps your idea is on, I think, curbing issues, or curbing things like racism or sexism and things like that. Yep, these messages are shown to the public via the media by means of newspapers, magazines, radio, television, billboards, flyers, etc. What does marking section C look like, right? And here, I think the biggest focus in is because it's language structures and conventions. One, spelling. Remember, one word answers must be marked correct, even if the spelling is incorrect. Don't bank on that, grade 10s, unless the error changes the meaning of the word. In full sentence answers, incorrect spelling should be penalized if the error in the language structure is tested. And lastly, where an abbreviation is tested, the answer must be punctuated correctly. You see, again, so sentence structures must be grammatically correct and given in full sentences as per instruction. Okay. And for multiple choice questions, we'll accept both the corresponding letter as well as the actual answer. It doesn't really matter, but I think we're not pedantic when it comes to those things as markers. Let's go. Advertisements make use of emotive and persuasive means. Emotive and persuasive means. Look at this. Hard Rock Cafe. Can you see that? Look at that fork there, right? Beautiful picture. The focus, I love the blend of the red at the back, the focus of the silverware in the front, and then you've got, this. I mean, this is definitely a fork. We know that this is a fork. But because remember, this is a cafe. So you can eat there, you can drink there, you can enjoy yourself there. But also because, I mean, we know what hard rock is, and we know what hard rock, sort of stands for, and what. But the cafe in and of itself is a place where you actually truly can enjoy yourself. Look at that! I love, this, this guitar sort of string or violin string inference here that is used. It's beautiful. Again, a successful advertisement will make use of one of the following techniques. Okay, one of the following or one or more of the following techniques. Number one, let's go. Creativity, emotion, reason, fact, opinion. Creativity, emotion, reason, fact, opinion, guys. The more creative you are in your thought. Remember, there is no wrongness in advertising. There's no rightness in advertising. It's always about what? Yes, you said it. Ethics, advertising or advertisement ethics, the ethics of advertising, following the rules of advertising, understanding that certain things are, certain people are sensitive with, with regards to, the way we say things and the way we put things out there. So you need to be very wary of how you're advertising. But again, your creativity shouldn't offend people. Your emotion shouldn't, offend people. Your reasoning shouldn't offend people. Otherwise, yeah, you will be reported to, the the BCC, say the Broadcasting Complaints Commission of South Africa, or you will be reported to the advertising, what's this? I think it's the Advertising Ombudsman or something like that. Okay. What's a target market? This is a group of people that an advertisement is trying to reach. It may be divided into age, gender, social status, activities, a lot of things, guys. Many things. It doesn't really matter as long as you know very well. I always, I also teach business studies, and I always say when I teach the marketing that you always, when you look for your targeting market, you always use the STP model. You segmentize, you target, and you position. So again, it's beautiful because then it's a whole segmentation, targeting and positionality. You divide that into those three. That's a beautiful way of understanding what your target market is, or who your target market actually is. Again, advertisers use the fact that buyers classify themselves in order to create adverts to appeal to those classified groups. That's true. Teens, computer geeks, stay-at-home mothers, jet setters, corporates, etc. Okay, so understand how all of this is actually used. It's people divide themselves. There are certain people who love certain brands. There are certain people, again, certain people are allergic to certain things. I mean, that's the reason we've got goat milk, because people are allergic to cow's milk, and vice versa. That's why we also have things like what can I think of? People are allergic to fur. People are allergic to lactose. People are lactose intolerant. People love gluten-free food, right? Again, because it's preferences. Okay, the ADA principle is a very important principle to use in to use in advertising and in advertising or in advertisements analysis. But notice one thing, that the ADA principle, guys, is not an independent principle. It's not just a thing on its own, and it's not just a thing where it's not just a thing where we will just ask you questions. What is the ADA principle? What does the ADA principle stand for? No. But it's an advertising principle taught across the board all over the world. Understand? It's taught across the board all over the world. So for you to understand what advertising should be and what advertising looks like and what true advertising looks like. A lot of people go to branding schools and advertising schools, and they get taught these things. Okay, attention, that's the first A. It stands for attention. So you grab the attention of the customer. You grab the attention of the customer by doing certain things or by specific things. You understand? And guys, it could be anything. It could be television. It could be using road shows. But yeah, we can't have road shows now because of lockdown. It's many things that that come into play here. Interest. You arouse and maintain a consumer's interest. You arouse and maintain a consumer's interest. Okay. How do you do that? Simply by understanding that once you've got that attention there, what is it that you're going to make them become interested in particular? So sometimes they'll say, no, I don't use that, right? Okay, yeah, it's fine, but we've got this for your type of people, or we've got this for people that, that don't prefer this kind of thing. So understand that. Desire. There needs to be a desire created, okay, to own the advertised product. Sometimes people use things like, stories from people. Sometimes people use samples. It depends. And then action. And then there's action, right? Action. And the action here is to manipulate the customer or the consumer into taking that action. And what's that action? Of course, to buy. Ultimately, to buy or to purchase. Okay, there you have it. Good morning. Somebody says, what about video games? Definitely, video games are quite applicable, to be honest. Definitely, they are quite applicable. We love video games. You can, in fact, I was talking to one of my friends just the other day, and he wants to go get himself, I think it's the Ghost of something. I forgot what that video game is, and I think it's apparently out. It was out last week, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, and there's these all these beautiful apps that are, that are created, all over social media, so that people can, have that kind of interest. And that's exactly what advertising has sort of also become, and that's great. Yeah. Okay. Attention. Remember, it is vital that the advertiser grabs the attention of the consumer. It's vital. Otherwise, you've got nothing. Okay. Attention can be attracted by an eye-catching image, clever use of language. Clever use of language. Do you think that this is an eye-catching image? Think it is. Black with white writing. Wow, what for sale? Information. Okay. Again, attractive layout, posing a question. Yes. Or, are you bored sitting at home? Are you enjoying lockdown? Such questions are asked, right? And then font. Yes, definitely. Font. Yeah, and then catchy headlines. Beautiful. Somebody also just said, that here's an example. I was playing Minecraft, and my one friend said that he hated the game. I let him play the game to show him how fun the game was. He loved it so much that he actually bought the game. Beautiful. I love this. This comes from Lionheart. And I'm glad that you bring in that, because again, that is, you as a consumer or as a customer that is using a product, right? Letting another individual use that product. So now you have inadvertently advertised, inadvertently advertised for Minecraft, or on behalf of Minecraft. Okay. Again, things like catchy headlines, very, very important. Okay. Right. Look at this. For sale. One heart, horrible condition, will take anything for it. Please, just cut it out of my chest and end the suffering. Wow. Message is very clear. Message is very clear. Perhaps this is, a lonely soul, or someone whose heart has been broken, or sometimes it could be a person who's got heart problems. It also depends, yeah. Interest. One of the consumer's attention Once the consumer's attention has been attracted, right, the advert must maintain his or her interest. Then the consumer must feel compelled to read on. Of course, definitely. You saw in that, for sale. What's for sale? One heart, one heart. Horrible condition. We'll take anything for it. And I love how, these are very sharp, straightforward statements. One heart, horrible condition. We'll take anything for it. Please, just cut it out of my chest and end the suffering. Wow. Now look at this. Okay, so again, there are two ways to do this, right? One, visual techniques. Two, linguistic techniques. Look at the linguistic rhetoric here. Look at the linguistic rhetoric here. For sale. We love seeing the word sale. I go to Czech Republic every year, and the word for sale, is sleva, S-L-E-V-A. The first time I went there, of course I didn't know that, sale is sleva, but because of how it's written, and because of how bold it was, and because it was on a red board, I was like, listen, there's a sale here, let's go. And that's it, Linguistic techniques, very important. Visual techniques are things like cartoons, graphs, colorful, attractive photographs, okay, outline diagrams, statistics, unusual layouts, right? Things like, are you part of the top 1%, right? What's the 1%, So those visual techniques, and they'll write that 1% in bold, those, there's no one way to advertise. There's always a very clever way, an intelligent way to come about with adverts. Okay, linguistic techniques, things like punchy headlines and captions, yes, lovely. Rhetorical questions, right? Puns, alliteration. A lot of newspaper companies use this as well, for news and purposes of news. Slogans, cliches, repetition, exaggeration, unusual trade names, emotive language, opinions stated as facts, jingles, catchy songs, and jargon. All these are linguistic techniques that are used. And remember, if you don't know what these linguistic techniques are, I'm not going to go through them one by one right now. It's okay. We will definitely, have lessons where we focus on these and the meanings of these and why we use these and how we use these and the importance of them and the engagement with language and how to apply them, in exams and how to apply them, when reading things like literature, etc. Okay. Look at that there. Ooh, it's a very daring picture. Hey, shoo. Yeah, look at that visual technique. It's a knife. Hey, look at that. Stop the carnage. I think the image says stop the carnage. But I think the point of this is to show you how we're being cruel to animals. And they go, yeah, just $7,999. Hey, look at that fur jacket. Ooh, I think it's fox. Hey, I love fox. Yeah, but sorry guys, I'm not. Yeah, I'm very what's this, environmentally friendly. Okay, yeah, but look at that. Ooh, yeah, I love that fur. Hey, but I think it's faux. It's definitely not faux. But I think for the purpose of the advert, that's what they did. Not sure, but anyway, not the point. Desire. Advertisers also appeal to basic human desires or needs and hint that this need or needs will be met if their product is purchased. Okay, look at all of that. Okay, what's the desire created here? Hey, yeah, I want a house. I want to buy a Moschino, or Jean-Francois Ferré, hey, or Jean-Paul Rocher, you know. I want to own a Cerruti. I want to own a Gucci. Hey, action, right? Not only must advertisers get the attention of the consumer, but they also need to ensure that the consumer acts in response to the advert. Okay, look at that. Sale, 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 sale for free, free, best, whatever. Okay, right. And yeah, look at gimmicks. We all know what gimmicks are, right? Buy one, get one free. Limited stocks or while stocks last. Yeah, limited term offers, money back guarantee, easy payment plans, discounts, free gifts, bargain of the century, clearance sales, reduced prices, order immediately, and there's a lot more down there. Language used in adverts, guys. Informal language, such as everyday speech, vocabulary is less sophisticated, less sentences, informal grammar, colloquialisms, and slang. Informative language, important as well, informs the view of the product or service, language that aids the selling of the product, and jargon, right? Sometimes, especially, if you sell into specific individuals, they'll know what the jargon is. Just the other day, someone was trying to sell me a bag, and I think I asked, okay, it's fine, I understand you want to sell me this bag, but what's is this is the leather vachetta leather? And he couldn't answer me, and I said, okay, yeah, emotive language. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, it appeals to emotions rather than intellect, and it's persuasive. It's persuasive, yes. Emotive language, because it wants to work on your emotions. It wants to work on the way your emotions are being dealt with. Oh my goodness, yeah, I think I need this. Oh my word, yeah, mom, I need that. Dad, I need that. I really need that. I need that. I need that phone. Sometimes I think with a lot of teenagers, or with many teenagers rather, the one of the issues of suffering, or the issues at hand, is the issue of skin or acne or skin problems generally. And they'll be like, are you tired of how your skin looks? And they'll say things like, original African extracts have a smooth face. Advertisers make use of fact and opinion, propaganda, sensationalism, and bias. Okay, again, Yeah, another technique that's used very much in advertising is definitely propaganda. Oh my word, it's there and it's widened. Bias, it's to be in favor of, of or against something without prior knowledge, or just like in general, even if you do have prior knowledge of, you can have specific bias, or bias frameworks or frames with regards to certain things. What does information on an advert look like? Look at that advert here. It's not the shoes you wear, but the steps you see. It says, sorry, but the steps you take that matter. Wow. Look at the logo. A logo must be there. Okay, it's a picture or graphic as an identifying symbol. It acts as a signature for the brand. Okay, look at that APSA. This is APSA's old logo. Today, tomorrow, together. Um, Look at the slogan. The slogan, must be short, memorable, a short, memorable phrase that is immediately associated with the brand. There you go. APSA, today, tomorrow, together, right? Yeah, I think now their slogan is, I think, something along the lines of Africanacity, right? Very short, very sharp, very memorable. Okay, it's important for people to notice and to see that. Copy is other written information. Other written information on this, yes, as you can see, it's not the shoes that you wear. And then you've got here this, this information that's also here. For 40 years, the forefathers made their way through the desert in very little comfort to their promised land. Okay, and there's more to read there. Okay, not important for this lesson. There's a lot more exciting stuff coming up. You'll see graphics, right? Generally illustrations, just illustrations. Yeah, so an illustrative analysis is very, very important there. Designing a print advert, what do you need? Look at this. UOU. Can anybody tell me here what UOU means? Like, or just, I mean, what is the inference here? Where is this taken from? Look at this. Look at this advert. Yep. You look at the layout. Look at the layout. I think somebody has an answer for me. Not really BMW and Gospile Ngube. I think one of the things that you guys don't know is that they, in abbreviations, one of the most popular abbreviations is IOU. So literally the letter I, literally the letter O, literally the letter U, meaning that IOU. And we use that, yeah. So when I say I'll give you an IOU card, it means that, yeah, I'm taking something from you, okay? And yeah, so this is like it's an IOU kind of exchange, okay? So here they just, I think, took that and they said, okay, it's fine. Well, you owe you. Yes, you definitely owe yourself. Why? Because, I mean, it's going to be a beautiful gift. Don't know what BMW this is, actually. But yeah, my best friend would definitely. But I don't know what BMW is. Originality, an original idea always attracts attention. Oh, it does, guys. Look at this. Look at, you. Look at that six. I don't know what that six is, stands, what that six means there, but it's fine. That's not, again, not the point of this. You'll see some exciting more stuff, as we continue. Then you've got, well, I mean, careful thinking and brainstorming is required when designing a print advert. The adverts that you have or that you see everywhere, on billboards, sometimes on television, yes. Remember, those adverts were not created in a couple of hours. Sometimes they take weeks, sometimes they take months. Yes, some do take years, some do take a couple of hours. Okay. Also, I think depending. But for luxury brands, like BMW and such, you need to understand that there's a specific market to which they actually appeal. So they want to keep those people, yeah, attracted. Make use of other people's creativity for objective inputs. Okay, it's very, very important. That is why you've got things like advertising, teams and marketing teams, so that they understand what is relevant at the time. There's some more information there. This is very important. The most important function of an advert is to communicate information. If you know that you've made your point, or that you put your point across in a short, sharp form, you've succeeded. Okay. Remember once more, with printability and colors, guys. Printing means cash. Yeah, of course. The more colors used, the more money. Yes. Okay. But think to note is that bold primary colors attract the most attention. Remember primary colors: blue, red, yellow, and green. Yep. Let's look at these example adverts now. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to analyze that. You can drop some answers in the chat box if you want to. If not, I think we'll just discuss. But I'll tell me what you see, and try to apply the ADA principle here. What do we see? You can raise your hand if you want to. Mhm. Okay, a teddy bear is being dragged by a small child. Yes. Look at that. Why? He's going to put it in the big brand new BM. It's not a BMW. Be careful. It's not a BMW. Be careful. Look at that. Look at everything. New Caddy Max Life. Infinitely bigger. Hey, look at that. What do you see here? Remember, with visual literacy, things like adverts, very important. What's the point of that house there? Why do you think that house is there? Look at the size of the car relative to this house. Of course, this humongous teddy bear can fit bigger than bigger than this child here. It says new Caddy Maxi Life, infinitely bigger. Simple, straightforward information. How do we know it's infinitely bigger? Look at that. Can you see? It's bigger than this kid. it's and the kid is dragging it into this caddy maxi. Okay, look at the car in relation to the size of the house as well. Houses are generally bigger, so a teddy bear like this one would fit. I drive a small car. I don't think this teddy bear would fit in that car. For the love of automobiles. It's this is a very interesting advert because the focus of this advert is not really necessarily on the car, but I think it's about what the car can do. It's all about that, and I think hence this boot here is open, or this car door here at the back, it's open. Hence it's open because he's dragging it into. That's it. That's it. That's the main focus. Why? I think it's because of there's something called product maturity in business, or in business English, um, or in the world of advertising. And when a product reaches its maturity, generally it means that we have secured ourselves so well in the market, in that we either don't need to advertise, or there's a specific way we should be advertising, because our people already trust us. So yeah, okay. Look at the next one. What do you see here? I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay. The inf look at the information there. Don't buy exotic animal souvenirs. Hey, do you know what a souvenir is, guys? Yes. Can you see she's at an airport, quite empty. Why is the airport empty? Simply because the focus should be on her and what she's doing, right? Remember the issue of travel. WWF is, I think it's World Wildlife Forum or something like that. Yeah, but it's on the protection of extinct, or yeah, extinct animals, or animals that are becoming extinct, or just, I think, just animals in general. Yeah, because of, I think, yeah, I think it is on animals in general. And usually countries, or tourists, or people who sell stuff to tourists in different countries, sell souvenirs and things like that. There, where animals were killed in the process, and yeah, particularly exotic animals. And now look at that. Can you see the blood? Look at the blood here dragging here again. That that appeal to that information, that appeal to, yeah, that is definitely blood. And yeah, um and the blood here, I think, talks to the message that is in this picture. It talks to the message that is in this picture. Very good, very interesting. Okay. um yeah, it's sad. Can you see? And I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on here, actually. Can you see how empty the airport is? What's the purpose of this, of this PA system here, or this intercom? What is the purpose? It facing this woman here. Remember, everything that's in here, matters, guys, matters. On the print, we've got our graphic, we've got our information. Don't buy exotic animal souvenirs. There's not even a full stop here. There's a reason there's not a full stop there. Let's check the next one. This one should be easy. What do you see there? Let's go. It looks like lungs. Beautiful. It looks like lungs. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It looks like lungs. But what do you think the meaning of this picture is? What happens to your lungs generally? Why would a person's lung become like this? Damaged lungs from smoking? Beautiful. That's awesome. Damaged lungs from smoking. But give me a link between this forest here. We'll call it a forest for for now. Look at all those lines there. Those little tributaries. That looks like, I think they're called arteries. I don't know, guys. Yeah, please don't kill me for my biology. Cutting trees, beautiful, but also cutting what trees? Cutting what kind of trees and cutting what kind of forests? Remember, World Wildlife Forum. Look at the logo here. Link these trees or link these plants to something. Come on, you can do it. Mm-hmm. Remember, sometimes tobacco farming is, yes, sometimes tobacco farming is killing forests and killing certain forests and killing, certain types of forests, where wildlife either lives or, is trying to be preserved. Okay, so I think that's where the link is. That you're not, so not only are you killing your lungs, but you're also killing the forest, or not only are you killing our forest, but you're also killing your lungs. So like it could be, I think, a campaign where there is a collaboration between what's this, WWF and anti-smoking organizations. Okay, look at this one. Another 2 minutes. Okay. Um, Look at that. Very, very interesting advert. What do you guys see here? I think read the top message first. Yeah, no. Congratulations to Audi for winning South African Car of the Year 2006 from the winner of World Car of the Year 2006. What does this message tell you? What does this message tell you? And also, this advert I think was definitely placed in South Africa, right? But if you look at this registration, this is an international registration. It's a European Union registration. It's a country in the EU. I think it should be. I think it is Great Britain, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But the point of that is they congratulating one car there. But the thing is, usually adverts aren't allowed to do this. But yo, there's this rivalry that is so healthy and so fresh between what's this, Audi and BMW, in that they like teasing each other like this. They love teasing each other like this. I remember there was this one advert where BMW was like, "Wow, Audi, you guys are good. You guys are fast. We can see you from the rear view mirror." Do you get that? Yeah. So because I mean, yeah. So also like, the review mirror, of course, it definitely implies that Audi was actually behind BMW. And being behind BMW could mean many things, right? It could mean that I mean, of course, we're faster than you. That we're quicker than you. I know, like it's so cool, so cool. Okay. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Look at that, right? Look at the vuvuzela. Yes. Okay. Um, I didn't particularly like this advert, but yeah, the reason I didn't like it was, I think in 2010 when during the World Cup, a lot of all these other nations were like, yeah, no, listen, we can't focus, our players can't play properly. South Africans are making noise, with this vuvuzela, and we were like, yeah, okay, no, yeah, so I don't like this because then what does this mean? Particularly with the vuvuzela, or does it mean that like have a break and breathe and take, I don't know. Yeah, but I mean these are my own views. Okay, yeah. So let's practice. Yes, note I wrote practice with an S because it's the verb. Let us practice. Okay, you guys have got. Okay, please can you take a picture of this? I'll give you a minute to take a picture of this, and then I've got questions for you, and then you'll take pictures of those questions before we end. Love this, yeah. I think Lionheart will love this because it talks about gaming, but yeah, if you read the information, it tells you what gaming does. My reputation's never been worse. You must like me for me. Please I'll give you a bit more time to take a screenshot of that. Those questions there. And those are your answers. Yep, those are your answers. And thank you. All right. Thank you very much, guys.